Hello again, I'm John Regan. I want to share with you today some thoughts about choices in life, choices that we make in our lives. You know, from the day we're born until the day we die, we're each and every one of us given hundreds of thousands of choices. And it is how we react and respond to those choices in life that determines our life's path. Everything we do, everything you become, from the house you live in, to the occupation you follow, to the car you drive, to the person you're married to the music you listen to the clothes you wear, to the food you eat. Whether you're fat, thin, happy or sad, rich or poor, is all in direct relation to choices that you have made in your life. And these choices have brought you from where you were yesterday to where you are today, right here, watching this. But that is where they stop. The person you are today doesn't have to become the person you can become tomorrow. You know, tomorrow we're each given a brand new blank canvas on which to paint a picture of the rest of our lives. Now, you can choose to go on painting the same old picture, keep on doing what you've always done and just keep getting what you've always got. Or you can choose to create a masterpiece. And I can give cases of many people who have had to make some incredible choices in their life, life-changing choices. Sometimes these choices can be a matter of life and death. I'll give you an example. A long time ago in the far-off mystical land of Tibet, there lived an old Buddhist teacher called Tai Ling. And Tai Ling had the reputation of being one of the wisest men in the world. And one day, one of his students decided to challenge him. And he got together with his fellow students and he told them, "In my hand I hold a small bird which I captured in the hedgerow. Tomorrow I will hide it behind my back and I will ask Tai Ling if the bird is alive or dead. Well, if he answers that the bird is alive, I shall crush it in my hand and it will be dead and I will prove Tai Ling wrong. If he answers that the bird is dead, I will allow the bird to fly free and once again I will prove him wrong." So the next day the young student finds Tai Ling in the garden. And he calls to him, "Master." "What is it, my son?" "Master, they tell us you are the wisest man in the world. May I ask you something?" "What is it, my son?" "Master, behind my back I hold a small bird, which I captured in the hedgerow. Can you tell me, Master, is that bird alive or dead?" And Tai Ling looked at the boy and he said, "My son, it is in your hands. So what about you and your life? Do you allow your dreams to fly with hope and inspiration? Or do you choose to let them die with doubt and hesitation? You see, life is all about choices. And how we react and respond to those choices determines our life's path. It is our choices which show who we are more than our abilities. You know, there are many people who have a self-defeating attitude when it comes to making choices in their lives. And they look for excuses. They blame their government or their environment or their upbringing or their mother-in-law or their lack of money, lack of time, lack of skills, lack of knowledge, lack of this, lack of that. My answer to those people is, hey, come on. It's your life, buddy. You could choose to change it any time you want. You know, for some people it's far easier to curse the darkness than to light a candle. I mean, you see, people don't just suddenly wake up in prison or on the streets. And people don't just suddenly wake up rich and successful either. These situations are first brought about by making a choice and then deciding on an action to achieve the results of that choice. I know many successful people, some of them millionaires, some of them multi-millionaires, who have had to make some critical choices in their lives in order to succeed. And having the courage to put those choices into action creates a bridge between the doers and the non-doers. I think it was Winston Churchill who said, "Courage is moving from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." But, you know, most important of all is the courage that we need when our choices go wrong. You know, the courage we need to pick ourselves up and get back in the race The courage we need to admit that our choices are wrong and then to immediately replace them with another positive choice. It's one of the greatest gifts we have in our life, is our ability to choose how we perceive our world, how we perceive our life. I mean, William Shakespeare said, nothing is good nor bad, but thinking makes it so. Nothing is good nor bad, but thinking makes it so. So, what do you think of your life? Do you think you could do more with your life? Or then choose to do more with your life? Just choose, that's all you have to do. This is not as good as it gets. No, you can do and have anything you want. All you have to do is to choose. I think it's like the words of that poet who said, you are the one who has to decide whether you'll do it or toss it aside. You are the one who will make up your mind whether you will lead or linger behind, whether you'll reach for that goal so far, or just be content to stay where you are. In the words of the Master, my friends, it is in your hands. Choose wisely.